Give full credit to the Blue Jays. And listen, they stumbled coming home. They lost 3 or 4 to bad teams. Mm-hmm. And that is one thing that I'm anticipating moving forward that I was looking forward to getting to, is now that you've reset the table, now there's no more, hey, this is great, like good for you stuff, right? When you won 10 in a row, it was uber positive and it deserved to be. And they've had a very, very successful first half. But now that you're in a position at the All-Star break where you're leading the division, you better make the playoffs now. Mm-hmm. So if you blow 2 games to Sacramento or whatever the hell they're called, you throw away a game against the White Sox that was a very winnable game, that getaway game, you're going to be held to account.
So what you're saying is the expectations now have changed.
I think what they are, I think what the expectations should be is those of a first-place team on July 14th. Mm-hmm. If you're a first-place team on April 14th and you're surprising people, it's different. But if you're in first place at the All-Star break, the expectations, I think, need to appropriately adjust.
But do you think the point of what Michael Kay was trying to say, I don't remember his comments exactly, but was like, this is not a real first-place team? And I guess, like, I want to ask you, like, do you think there's...
You know how stupid that sounds?
But there's, like...
They're in first place. But that's a real first-place team.
How sustainable do you think it is?
I'm not sure. I don't think the Yankees are that good. Do you think the Yankees are some juggernaut team because their underlying statistics suggest something?
Do you like expected standings?
Well, but he was talking about the Pythagorean...
Well, like, I think he pointed to run differential because the Jays' run differential is not that good.
Reasonable.
And the Yankees is better.
I get it. But, again, it comes down to wins and losses.
Sure.
I think he was trying to dig himself out because he realized he sounded like a sore loser, right? The Yankees are getting pummeled, which they did. The Jays beat up on them. And, if you look at the run differential, okay, look, what is that worth? And I think, conversely, if someone said that about the Yankees, when the Yankees had a win column that suggested you're in first, Hay would come over the top and say, this isn't about stats. This isn't about expected. This is about real life. The Jays are, in real life, leading the division right now.
And their best player has been Bryan?
He's got 12 home runs.
Okay.
Like, it's interesting, like, being off, and I traveled a lot. And I traveled throughout Canada, which was amazing. I got out to Cabot, just an unbelievable place. I'm so proud that that's a Canadian-owned and operated.
Did you get chirped anywhere?
Destination.
Did you hear any Hayes' you know what?
Yeah, I got a fraud question in Ottawa. We were at Byward Market.
Yeah.
Walking by, a guy just stopped and said, fraud? And I said, yeah, good to see you, man. My kids were right there. My wife, yeah. And then he started laughing. He's AZB and moved on. A guy in Quebec City. I'll tell you what, old Quebec is one of the coolest places in the country. There's nothing quite like it.
Yeah.
Anywhere in North America, in my opinion.
Look at you, Mr. Canada.
I'm Mr. Canada. I'm here representing the flag. And but as a result, being kind of around the country, a lot of people talking about the Jays, and I happen to be traveling while they were on the heater. And I will say, I have 5 things that I think come up the most. One of them, in no particular order, is where is the power from Vladimir Guerrero Jr.?
I want to guess the other 4, but yeah.
I wouldn't say that's number 1, but it coincides.
Marner has to be number 1. Right?
Well, yes, Marner's completely separate.
He's like on a different planet.
And we'll get to Marner in a moment. I got something to get. I got a few things on Mitch that I've been waiting to get to. But I do think when you have the buildup of the contract negotiation, you sign the deal, your team's playing this well. Like last year, he had a remarkable season, but it didn't mean anything in terms of team success.
But it wasn't the start. It was like the second half when they were out.
Right, but he started heating up in June.
When they were out.
Right. Oh, so do you think there's a connection there?
I don't know. Like
that if the lights are bright, Vladdy can't perform?
No, I don't think that's fair. I mean, the playoffs haven't been amazing, but I don't know. It just like that season feels funny. It's like scoring 40 goals for a last place team is like cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Baseball's such an individual.
It is like
sport, you get in the box and you're on your own.
Yeah. But I guess like to your earlier point, it's been the story the entire year.
Like he's got 12 home runs at the break.
Yeah.
And the reality is he's just not a power hitter. He had the one season where they started in Dunedin and then they were in Buffalo and then they got up here and he hit 46 that season, and it was a remarkable season, but that's just not who he is. Like, in reality, he's probably a 25 to 30 home run guy. We always talk about the exit velocity with him, and why can't the launch angle match that, and all of a sudden, apparently you watch this guy in batting practice. It's outrageous. the way he performs. But the power just isn't there, and it's not like he's like he's got like a 270 batting average. His OPS is under 800, I believe now. Like those are just not. That's not good enough,
especially with the contract.
And now, well, I would see. Here's where I would separate those two. Once you're playing, the contract doesn't mean anything. The team is built. You are who you are. Mm-hmm. That contract technically doesn't launch until next year anyway.
Right.
Now I don't care about him matching the contract. I care about him performing for his team now because they're in a position to win. So you don't need to justify the contract. You got to justify your leadership role because your team needs you more than ever.
But that's why I'd look at the second half and be like, well, what's sustainable? Maybe some of the Clements and Bargers start to slow down and your best player starts to heat up, and that kind of makes up the difference. Like even Bichette, like it's been fine.
Yeah, he's just been okay.
But that's like if I'm the Jays, I'm like, that's actually a pretty good sign. Like
that you're
we're
in
first
this
place
position.
And our two best players.
That's a glass half full.
The pitching
sure.
staff has been fine-ish, right? Like it's like okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that is the glass half full, and I would lean being optimistic that Vladdy will catch a heater here at some point. And the question is, will it happen in September?
But I don't agree with you. The contract is going to loom over everything. It just will. It's a $500 million contract.
Yeah. But listen, you're connected to your number. Like, that's the reality of pro sports, is that you're connected to it. But I guess what I'm saying is, you know, like if you're fulfilling the contract, quote unquote, individually, but the team's going to win 70 games, what does that do for any fan? Hey, it's great that Rogers got their money worth because he's playing like a $500 million guy. If you're a fan, the importance is the win column. Like, are you going to win and be competitive? So now I don't care if he's making $5 or $500 million. If you're going to hit second or third in the lineup and play every day, you better perform because you need to help take advantage of a great situation right now.
Right. If the season proceeds like this for him and it's just the same in the second half and they fall out.
And they fall off, then it's go time for Vladdy.
Yes.
Then it's like, and I think he should be thanking his teammates, maybe the rest of the division. Like, thanks for putting me in a position where I can come out of the All-Star break launching. And he's going to have to do that at some point. They're going to need him because you're right. Like, Barger's been great. Clement's been really good recently. You know, Eric Lauer has given them quality performances, you know.
It's like if I asked you who is the best starting pitcher and who's the best position player so far, who do you think they are?
Well, the amazing thing is if you look at the three constants in the rotation, they're all the exact same.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, it's okay.
Yeah, like Barrios is the best ERA, but they've all pitched within 2 innings of each other, or 6 innings of each other, I believe. They all have a similar like whip. They all have, I think 2 of them have given up 12 home runs. The other one's given up 11. Like it's almost impossible to distinguish between the 3. Like Gausman, Barrios, and Bassett, they're all the same guy, and they've been good. None of them have been great, but they're good, and you know they're going to pitch every 5th day. But you're right. I guess Barrios has been their best starter.